take advantage of the information out there. I didn't become a businessman just by waking up. I had to steal information. And with this thing that they call the internet, it's all free. You want to know how to start a business? It's right there. You want to learn how to play guitar chords? It's right there. You want to learn how to make something go viral? It's right there.
Guantanamera. Guajira. Yes, I'm singing Guantanamera in the spirit of the carnival because I'm about to introduce Shaq. And Shaq's favorite album, one of his favorite albums, is Carnival. But his joint on the Carnival is Guantanamera. I've seen Shaq. I've seen his Instagram. Like, I don't know where he was coming from, vacation, but he did a whole parody with Guantanamera, which was amazing. And at times, I always talk about my Brooklyn roots. But leaving Brooklyn and going to New Jersey, we talk about East Orange, but like Newark, New Jersey, 1108 South Orange Avenue. I went to Velsburg High School. You can't be more Jersey than that. You know what I'm saying? We got Bergen County. We got, look at me. You could tell I done moved up now, right? But we got Bergen, you know what I mean? We got Chancellor, you know what I mean? It was amazing. And Shaq's about to tell y'all stories about Newark that I don't think you've ever heard before. And yes, Shaq have bars. We about to hear some Shaq Attack bars. And no cap, when y'all hear this, y'all only gonna do one thing. Run that back.
Shorty, you guarantee to be hypnotized by the remix that Wyclef provide. I don't care about your size. Girl, shake your thighs. All I'm trying to do in the hood is stay alive.
He graduated from Cole High School in San Antonio, Texas. Yeah, I dropped out of college at SCU. After his junior year, to pursue a career in the NBA. Now, Shaq, you never had an intro like that before. Make some noise for Shaq.
Never ever.
What up, fam? What up?
What's up, Jersey? How you doing?
Yo, I'm good. Last time we saw each other, Betty Wright was around. You know?
Yes, I know.
We was at the event in Miami. I think he was wearing a gray suit.
Yes, you did an event before me, and you let me help me sing my favorite song with you.
Yeah.
And I actually went back and saw the recording. I hit a high note that I never hit before.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
It sounded pretty good.
They say Clef be bringing that out of people, man.
Yeah.
Yo, Shaq, when I hit you, man, and I wanted to talk to you, I just want you to know how much you inspire me as an individual, because I think we move around so fast that it's really not time for conversation. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like, I would have never tried to become no president of Haiti. I would have never thought like I could be in a basement in New Jersey and just like cook up something right in the hood with the crack building right behind me, and that becomes the Fugees. I would have never thought like I could do like the Carnival, an album with like 4 languages. You really, really inspire me, and I really want to start off by saying that you are a dope MC. Like, I need people to understand that. Like, you really, what made you get into hip hop? That's probably my first question.
Well, you know, coming from Newark, on the way to Weekway Park, I was LL, I was Fat Boy, I was Big Daddy Kane. I had the fake Dookie rope chain, I had the Kangol, and I was just, you know, reciting their bars. And you know, back then, you know, every rhyme had to start with ashes to ashes and dust to dust. If you walk up on Diesel, it's like, you know, it started like that. And then all these dudes came out, and I just started copying their flow. So I started basketball and rap around the same time. And then I realized that music helped me become more dominant. And then everybody that came from Jersey, it just made me proud. So I'm like, they're from the same place I'm from. Everything you said on your album, especially when you brought my cousin Young Z on the album, every time you said something on the album, I'm looking at my friends, I'm like, I know what they're talking about, you don't.
Yeah.
Listening to Naughty, listening to Queen Latifah, listening to Lauren, listening to Redman.
Yeah.
I know what they're talking about when they say certain references to Newark, New Jersey. Y'all don't know what they're talking about. So you also inspired me, especially, I remember when we used to sing.
In the government yard in Jersey.
That Braxton.
Yo, that's nuts, yo. So you just sparked something. The group called the Outsiders, right? Because when we was coming up as the Fugees, we were known as Refugee Camp. And the middle of East Orange, going between East Orange and Newark, L was in Maplewood. Me and Praz was between Newark and East Orange. We always heard of a group called the Outsiders, right? And the Outsiders there's actually a movie called The Outsiders, insane movie.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a sick movie, you gotta check it out, called The Outsiders. But, so it was literally like a Shaolin movie, like coming up in like Newark and East Orange at the time, right? Because you heard like, yo, there was these kids called the Outsiders and they can actually spar better than you. So you literally said, hey, bring the Outsiders over here and we'll see what they got.
Right.
Literally, I just remember the Outsiders coming to the basement, you know what I mean? And for me, the part of the Outsiders, which is interesting, is like Eminem, for example. Like, a lot of people don't understand the history with the Outs. Like, Eminem was in that crew too. And then, so for me, you drop a bombshell on me. One of the Outsiders, the one on the score that says, when the Outs hook up with the refugees, it be more niggas than the NAACP.
The NAACP.
Young Z is your cousin?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, yeah.
I didn't even know that.
And his flow is crazy. And, you know, when he got on that, he told me. And we actually did a record, but the record never came out. But his, you know, and all the stuff he was talking about, all the stuff that he was doing, he'd been doing that for a long time. So for me, knowing him and knowing that it's real, just, you know, brought more authenticity to it. And then you got Lords of the Underground.
Yeah.
Like, we don't get enough credit for all the legends that we got.
Yeah.
Of course, you can always talk about New York. They got a lot of dope legends, but I tell people all the time, Jersey got some people too. You spit a name, I'm gonna spit a name. So, man, we got Lords of the Underground, we got Rod Digger.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we got a lot of people.
Yeah, no, that's incredible. And for everybody that's tuned in, we talking about, like, we going back with hip hop to an era which is nuts. So today, they be like, yo, man, hip hop ain't the way that it is in the 90s. I said, dog, if y'all need bars, all y'all gotta do is watch battle rap. It ain't go nowhere. It's just like, what do you wanna watch, right?
That's it.
So I think that me and you share the idea of like, I didn't know how like you was into battle rap till recently.
Yeah. One of my other cousins is Shotgun Suge. So
wow.
He's in it, and then, you know, one of my partners who you know, Arsenal, I know him very well. But like I've been watching for a long time, but when I saw that they were from Newark, I paid a close attention to them. I was like, okay, I could tell they from Newark, how the way they talk. Yeah. I could tell they from Newark how aggressive they are when they go up to people and snatching people's pockets and like Arsenal was so damn disrespectful. That's Newark.
Oh yeah.
That's how
that is definitely Mr. Disrespectful.
And you know, that's how it was when I played. I'm trying to be disrespectful. I'm trying to come in there, embarrass you in front of your girlfriend, send one of my boys to go get the number. Yeah. And that's how we do it, Brick City.
Shack attack. Insane, man. So Columbia Records, right? Because I remember being at Columbia Records. We young Fugees, I remember Kobe being at Columbia Records. You know you started something with the rap thing, right?
Yes,
all right,
I did.
so I was paying so much attention. There was a group called the Fushnikins.
Right.
And you came out killing that record on the Fushnikins, top 40 single. Everybody should check it out. What's Up, Doc?
Yes.
Right? And So you started a thing because I have this thing I say, every rapper wants to be a ball player and every ball player want to be a
ball player wants to be a rapper.
Like,
yes.
But then
yes.
when you break it down, we all grow up doing similar things and it's like what works. You know what I'm saying to you?
It's the same thing, but
yeah, go ahead, hit me.
But sorry to cut you off, but for me, I never wanted to be a rapper.
Yeah.
I wanted to just hang out with my favorite people. So what happened was when I did the Arsenio Hall show, I'm like, listen, I'm from Jersey. I got to do something different. I'm about to introduce the world Shaquille O'Neal. I don't want to come on there in no suit and brag about what I'm about this and that. I said, I'm going to have a conversation with you, but at the end, let me rap with my favorite rap group. So I did it, and people didn't know that I do it all the time. People didn't know I grew up doing that. So then after I did it, I killed the stage. The performance was great. My manager get a call the next day. He said, hey man, guy named Barry Weiss from Jive Records. And I'm like, Jive? Tribe Called Quest?
Yeah.
Tribe Called Quest, UGK. And then the crazy thing is me and UGK signed a record deal the same day.
Wow.
UGK, Pimp C, and Bun B. So they was like, all right, we want to give you a 3-album deal, $9 million. I was like, I'm not turning down $9 million, but then I said, I'm not really a rapper. What should I do? So then I said, okay, I'll agree to it if I could rap with my favorite artists.
Yeah.
So for me, it wasn't, even though I did go platinum, it wasn't about going platinum. It was about being in the studio with my favorite rappers. And I saw this the other day in the comments. Somebody said, nobody has a impressive discography like Shaq. And I thought about it. Let's see, I got a record with Clef. I got a record with Fat Joe.
Tonk.
Tonk. Peter Guns, Lord Tariq, Corey Guns, Snoop, DJ Quick, Redman, Eric Sermon, Michael Jackson, Quincy Jones. Who else? Oh, Jay-Z, Nas, like Chuck D from Public Enemy. And so, for me, growing up in the projects of Newark, like idolizing all them people, to say I went in the studio with them, that's bigger than any platinum plaque ever. And then, the crazy thing is I went platinum and I only got a check for $2 million. I was like, this ain't nothing. I can't do nothing with
You're
this.
like, hold up, I can't do nothing with this. The Shaq attack, this not gonna work.
I was like, all that work, all them videos, all the promotional tours, and this is what I get from going play. Here, Mom, buy a new house.
Facts, man, amazing. But what you did was you spawned a movement. I watched a movement because what you did was so successful and it was working. I remember seeing Kobe at Columbia Records. And I'm like, Donnie Ienner, what are y'all doing? And they're like, yo, we're doing an album on Kobe, right? And what was funny to me was you spawned something and you actually was the rapper, meaning you grew up with the rapper and you did all of that thing. And you did it as the love for the culture and all of that. And I know coming as a Fuji, there was Lauren, there was Prize, there was a crew. And I watched and we all from the same era. And when it came to the paint and you and Kobe, there's always a synergy. And me, no matter what, they'd be like, yo, man, you dope, Clef. Yo, man, that Carnival, crazy, man. Yo, is there gonna be another Fuji record, right? They'd be like, yo, Clef, you just came from the moon. Is there gonna be because, and then when I think about it, the fans be just so attached to a certain movement and a time, and they constantly want to relive it over and over again, right? And so for me, with you and Kobe, if you took a peripheral vision, because I saw y'all in two different spaces, one at Columbia Records, and then you in a different space. What was that like for y'all? Because I just remember as a young Fuji coming up, in that era, man, it was just amazing. If you could just, hit us with that a little.
So let me put it in Newark terms.
Yeah.
I run Prince Street Projects, right?
Yeah.
But then you got a young hot kid. He hot, everybody know him. He wanna run it.
Yeah.
I'm saying, okay, you can run it, but slow down. you just can't, you know what I'm saying? You just can't come over here with all your boys and try to, take over the spot. It don't work like that. I'm gonna work with you. We're gonna do it together. I got this building.
You got that
this building. You know what I'm saying? We just gonna do it together. See, he was trying to take over the whole project. I'm like, nah. I'm the man. I've been here already. So, but I think what it did was it brought the best out of both of us.
Yeah.
It sort of reminds me of the Clips. Like Pusha T becoming so hard, but then I don't know if his brother is like this, but he probably is. He'll probably be like, okay, that was tight.
Yeah.
And then he'll go back and write something tight, and, which makes them both really tight. So I ain't gonna lie, I'll be looking at the stat sheet and I'll be like, damn, this dude got 20 at the half. Okay, I gotta go to work now.
I gotta work.
So, you know what I'm saying? So like if he got 30 and I got 35, or if I got 35 and he got 30, we got 60, and then, that means he dominating, I'm dominating, and we gonna win the game. A lot of people think it has to be peaches and cream when you're working together.
Yeah.
The one thing that you always have to have is the respect.
Yeah.
When you have the respect for one another, nothing matters. Like I don't wanna, like when I'm working, I wanna get the job done. I'd rather get the job done than be your friend. Because if I gotta be your friend and we don't get the job done, we're gonna be talked about. So after watching all you guys grow up in Newark and do your thing and become legends, I wanted some of that. So I want people to say, oh man, Clef and Naughty and Redman. Oh no, you got Shaq the boy from, he got 4 rings. Like I always wanted to, be a part of that. So I had to do what I had to do to, get us to that certain level of winning. And if I had all over do it again, I'd do the same thing.
Well, I mean, you definitely insanely amazing. Thanks for that, because I remember like Lauren coming in the studio with poems, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, okay, there's 2 people you gotta go listen to. One called Queen Latifah and the other called MC Lyte. I was like, cause when you come on, like you can't sound like just a high pitch. You can't come in with a high pitch like voice.
Right.
Like you gotta come in like you one of the dudes. And I said, go ahead and listen to Queen Latifah. And literally, I would say 2 weeks later, she came back in the studio, and when she started barring, like literally, I understand what you mean by, let me rip up the notebook, go back, rewrite this part, let me keep it.
Right.
So, but to me, that's what's really exciting about it, the idea of like overachieving, they say, but for us, it's just a natural thing, you know what I mean? So, this is another thing that amazes me about you. My daughter is 15. So I call her the pulse. Like she keep me with the pulse, and I ain't get on Instagram to super late. Like I was mostly like a Twitter guy and stuff, right?
Right.
Dude, I'm looking at your Instagram, right? It's not, you making me look bad? Cause my daughter like, look, if Shaq does that, how come you don't know how to do that? Dude, every TikTok dance, every beat, you don't miss like anything. So how is the family and how are you inspired by, your family,
The family's great.
Good.
My Instagram is, I try to, because I know there's a lot of people looking at me, especially kids.
Yeah.
So I said to myself, I don't want to be one of these guys that's always talking about what he has. Look at the crib with 30 acres. Look at the boat, boom, boom. I don't want to do that. So I said to myself, okay, 60% of what I post is going to make you laugh. 30% is going to inspire you with a poem. And then 10% is whatever I'm selling or whatever I'm doing, I'll let you know. But, the kids are up on this TikTok dance and, it's just interacting with them, loving them. Like, I don't like to bother my kids because I want to raise them the same way my parents raised me.
Yeah.
But like, they'll be like, Dad, let's, do this this video. And we're just having fun dancing. Like, I'd rather have my kids do silly stuff in the house with me than be out there in the streets. Because the streets are still the streets.
That's right, man, definitely. Well, I mean, I find that amazing. I'm gonna definitely work on you just gave me some more pointers for my Instagram. So I'm gonna definitely catch a vibe on that, get it up, man. So before I let you go, man, there's something that I have to ask you, because when I tell you inspire, I could start off with my country of Haiti. And we look at you, we see power. And what we see in power is we see ownership, we see intellectual property of ownership, and we see economical freedom and the idea of that. So my last question to you before I hit the people with a surprise is, in our climate, in our movement, in looking at the state of America today, and me being the son of an immigrant and coming over, what would be your words to all of us?
Well, first of all, to my Haitian brothers and sisters, Sapo say.
Nabula!
Love you guys. I was in Miami and met a lot of Haitian people. They're very hospitable, very, very lovely to me. And I would always tell them, my main man from Jersey is Haitian. They'd be like, who? And then once I dropped that bomb, my whole Wyclef, oh yeah, he's my man, he's my man. So like, you just have to, times are rough for everybody now. You just have to keep hanging in there and just keep fighting. And, just keep building one another up and, just keep fighting. And I want to say, God bless you. I'm just learning now. I go to a Cassidy combo once a year.
Yes.
I'm just learning now that Haiti's right around the corner.
Yo, and let me...
I never knew that. I never knew that.
Fam, they ain't gonna tell you that. And geographically, it's one island. It's Hispaniola.
I never knew that.
Yeah, it's Hispaniola geographically looking up. And guess what? The only thing that separates the island is a little line, and it's soldiers standing in the middle.
I never knew that, and I actually feel so embarrassed. I never knew that. Last time I went, this Haitian brother told me. He's like, Haiti's right there. I'm like, what do you mean it's right there?
He was like, hold up, where Haiti at?
Yeah, he's like, it was right there, up the road. I was like, stop playing. He's like, yeah.
Yo, I mean, to your point, I think starting like once everything calmed down, I'm gonna do like a trip once a year to Haiti. And to, and just take a bunch of people, but it's like through my eyes, right? So we get to go, because just so geographically, it's all the same thing. And the Haitians are actually the ones that helped our Dominican brothers and sisters get their freedom, but because Haiti was the first Black republic, dog, they done suffered for it. But next time we gonna go to Haiti, and
I wish everybody well.
Yeah, but definitely, man, we send him man love. Sak passe na boule. So this is what happened. I hit Shaq up and I was like, yo, I'm doing something and it's like a Clef show, but it's different because, we could talk all day, but I said, the gift that you have, one of the gifts, we talked about it earlier. So I was like, I know one of your favorite songs is Guantanamera. So I was like, the reason we call this Run That Back is because we're gonna play something that y'all gonna have to run back because y'all are not gonna believe what y'all gonna hear. And y'all literally, there ain't no streaming platform with this. It don't exist. Like if we don't play it right now, it doesn't exist. So I hit Shaq up and I sent Shaq a hook for an idea I said, I know Guantanamera is one of your favorite songs, so let me send you this hook and I need you to bar up. Shaq types me back, yo, cuz, can the beat be harder? Right? And I said, and then you know me, and I'm in the process, I'm still cooking, cause I didn't even do the beat yet. Like I started I lay usually like the piano, the light drums, and I'm going, and then next thing you know, Shaq sends me back, he starts to produce the beat. And he's like, yo, listen to this real quick. And I'm listening the guitar and the piano and the bass that I played against this double timing thing, this triple timing. And then I was like, well, I guess it's finished. I don't really have much to do. So can you believe what they're about to hear is not only a Shaq and Wyclef collaboration but dude, you actually dived into the beat with me and you went crazy. So before I even go into it, yo, you heard Guantanamera, the original, you saw the twist I was putting into it, and you definitely hammed out on the beat. Please let me know where this side comes from. It's important.
Well, one, I have to represent you.
Okay.
I have to represent Jersey.
Okay.
This is fun for me. It's an opportunity. So when you sent me the beat, I did say, hey, add some more drums. So I have a production team. It's just me, Brian Biotti, and Sonny from McDonough, all three of us. Yeah. So I'll get it. I'll tell Brian and Sonny what I want. Yeah. They'll add the stuff. Yeah. I'll tweak it. Because I ain't gonna shout no producers out, but I went in a studio with a big name producer one time, and he was telling somebody else what to do, and I was like, I can do that shit all day. Do this, do that, twist it like this, and I don't like that sound. I say, hey, if he can do it and get credit, I'm gonna start doing that. So I called my boys Brian and Sonny up. I said, hey man, chop this up for me.
Yeah, but it came from your head though, bro.
Yes, it did. I mean, because I wanted it to be right.
Yo, it sounded crazy amazing. The minute you said that, you gave me a flashback. I'm in the studio with Michael Jackson, right? And I always hear like Michael Jackson is similar to James Brown, like in the sense of he ain't gonna play nothing, but he's literally can hear everything. And he literally can look at you and be like, pow. Go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, boom, but he's literally, yo, telling every musician in the room, like, yo, this the part. And literally, the symphony live in your head.
Right.
And that's what I tell people. I'm a composer first. And I said, don't be and I hate when people be like, yo, but the guy was in the studio, all he was saying, I was like, but not just anybody can be in the studio and you tell them do this and do that and then it come out. So you slam this to the T. So this right here is the only time, and I think you're gonna hear it in mixed form. We're about to play that for you. This right here, you're gonna have to run that back. This is Shaq on Guantanamera. Run it.
Padrino Negro, my flow la vida loco. I'm at Guantanamera, up in Acapulco. She knew I had them pesos, told her dame besos. She said be like key, and then she wouldn't let go. I told her no moss, she said yes boss. She said close your eyes, like the lights off. She took them clothes off, sexy hot mama. She said speak Spanish, I said la bamba. I don't want no drama, vaya caramba. She wrote that like a BC cat, I hit it like a samba. She said uno mas, that was just a sample. Meet me in Haiti or Casa de Campo. Tell Papacita that I love his daughter. Invite him to the mansion. I live on the water. Hop on El Yate. Shake them like I slow. She asked me to come out in bro.
Oh my God. Yo, pull that out,
I had to do that for you.
Yo, let me tell you, fam, when I tell you you murdered that joint, the bar game is insane, bro. Like, we gonna have to play. I gotta feel like Funkmaster Flex. I'm about to play this 3-time drop, 13 bombs at a time on it, man. But Godfather, I so wanna thank you, fam. We all look up to you. And I hope you had a good time. I look to seeing you in person, giving you a big fat hug, man. And I love you and salute to the family, man. We're gonna go to Haiti when they get better.
Yes.
Salute, my general. Love.
All right, brother.
Bless.
Thank you.
Gang.
Seems to write the horror flick of Stephen King. Clean the books, all those in favor say I got tired of the fat lady, so I sing on my own opera. Ballin' to the man and rockers island. It's your dividers, what you want to die.
Okay, you already know my favorite part, acoustic jams. I'm here with one of my little brothers. I nicknamed you the Monk. And anyone who plays keyboard, this guy's cheating. So for all the players that plays, you know how we like this, right? So he uses his thumb.
Giving out the secrets.
And with his thumb, he literally could block out a whole chord structure and still have 1, 2, 3, 4. How are you, man?
I'm blessed. How you doing?
I'm great. So, hold up, dog. Don't be giving me this Barry White voice, man. Like you
It
got
should sound good right now, don't it?
Not only you got the Barry White beard, nigga. Yo, not only do I got the Barry White beard. Fam, man. So a little bit of your roots, like the church part of it.
Yeah, I grew up in the church, so that's how I got my start playing drums, keys, you know what I'm saying? Kirk Franklin, Heavy, Donnie McClurkin, Marvin Sapp, Hezekiah Walker, all that stuff. We was into all that stuff. I talk to him first before we even...
Talk!
Okay, hold on. Before we start that, Berto, because I'm meant to do this. Check. Independent my drive and make you nauseous. You slept on a nigga that been awake and is conscious. Oh shit, now these chickens breaking their neck trying to give me some ostrich on some raw shit. Nah shit. Cause ain't no time to be blown like a cartridge. I ain't with the nonsense. Don's budget my love and come to the table with nonsense. Now I'm sure that sense ain't common. Was born in the 9 but left in 9-6. Ain't been right in the Monk 6. God. Now tell me who flow realer. We kill ourselves in this through every day, boy. We go dilla. Plus I stay away from gold diggers and I put my cancer on hold just to go gold nigga. Go figure. We can start there now. I heard you were choosy, but you still got a D-side. Every time I trouble, she ain't gon' never hit decline. Checking the juice to other dudes with no peace sign, yeah. And always sweet to me in the meantime. Look, miss you more. Every time I blink, I miss you more. The vicious cycle, been through this before. Now it's time to pick who gives you more. You know I only speak to you so. Mind of its own to reach for the goal, ayy. Our bodies communicate with a speech and a code, ayy. Now things that get slippery when she reaching the goal, ayy. Our feelings are translated to speaking them on. Teach some more, I need to know the broken piece I need to mold to keep you whole. Focus on a piece of code, not piece at all. You made your choice, look. So tell you what, but nigga, be gone, yeah. Cause I can't take no more of this alone, girl. Housing my feelings for you is home. Answered your heart, but I missed your call first. You was there most of the times, there was times to put days in. Bougie better love the W, but won't mind to stay in the days in. That's why I admire like Jason. It's scary how our vibe is adjacent. That's why there never ever be a time when you can be replaced with another complacent. And I'd come to face with facing my face in that place where it tastes amazing. Your leg shakes on the shoulder, know you love it. Can't conceal your body language. Ain't room for no assumption. Shit, I think we own something other than the dining table, bedroom floor, or public bathroom, private function. It's good loving. Tell you what, a nigga be gone. Cause I can't take no more of this alone.